Hello, Brian Hogg here of Event Calendar Newsletter, and I wanted to give you a quick demo of using the Event Calendar Newsletter plugin for WordPress along with church content. And church content is a plugin that allows you to add sermons, events, and more. It requires one of their official themes or a couple third-party themes that are made specifically for this plugin to make them look really nice. And I've got kind of a test site set up here. There's nothing on the homepage, but if we head over to events, you can see it displays the upcoming events that the church has in a really nice way. But now if I want to copy and paste this into a newsletter and make sure I don't mess anything up, I'm going to have to go, select the title, select the start and end time, paste that in, maybe go into the event page to make sure I get everything like the venue correct, copy and paste this, maybe add and import this image. It's going to be a pain to do this for every single event, and there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to miss copy paste something along the way. So thanks to the Event Calendar Newsletter plugin, though, we can actually head over to Event Calendar Newsletter. So once you have this installed, it'll just automatically detect that you have the church content plugin installed. And you can pick how many days in the future you want to fetch events for. I'm going to say 1 month. You could then filter by categories. Maybe if you have multiple campuses, you could add categories for events in those campuses and then just grab those ones. And you can do this more than once. And then even save a template so it's very easy to regenerate again. So you could add header footer text if you'd like. You can group events if you have a lot of them by day or month. But for now, I'm just going to pick the default design and hit generate newsletter events. So now if you scroll down here, cool. We get the event details that we can easily add into our newsletter without having to worry about messing anything up. The easiest way to add this into our newsletter is to first save it as a template. So I'm going to say all events. And now if I flip over to view save templates, I can then copy and paste this feed block tag. So if I'm creating a new email, all I need to do is drag in the text, paste that feed block. You can see it just kind of looks like gibberish, but it's got our website address in there. But then if I go over to preview and test, you can see that it's pulling in our events, which is pretty sweet. I flip back over, there's a few other templates that we can use. So there's minimal compact. If you've got a bunch of events and you don't want to take up a ton of space in your newsletter, there's also single row with button, which is kind of nice. So it's got a nice view button here and the venue and your date and time along with the image if you have one. And you could also pick custom and then actually put in the, say, start date, end time, description, link, however you want to do it. And if you know a bit of HTML, you can even flip over to this view and put in the HTML that you would like. And again, I could filter by one or more specific categories and then just save another template for those events and do the same thing. Well, this works great. One other feature of MailChimp is what's called RSS to email, which allows you to, say, send a weekly email of upcoming events that are happening in the church. You can see here we can pick, how often, every day, every week, what time of day, and other options. So let's quickly go through and see how we do that with Event Calendar Newsletter. So I just need to go create campaign, actually search RSS, and we're picking share blog updates, even though we're doing it for our events. So we'll just say weekly events. You can pick whatever list you'd like and hit begin. And now if we flip back over to Event Calendar Newsletter and then save templates, you can see this feed URL. So I just need to copy that in, paste it there, and I'll pick every week, say on Tuesday at, 10 a.m. And if I hit next, you can pick what recipients you want to have it. So you could actually organize your lists by group and maybe just send the events that they're most interested in, such as events for a specific campus. We'll change this to say upcoming events for test church. And I'll just pick the simple text template. So now we can design this however we'd like, but I can say test church, upcoming events. We could add some intro text maybe in here, but For now, I'm just going to remove this. And if I flip back over, now instead of using that feed block, which I actually could use, but it's better to use this RSS items block. So I'll paste this in, save and close. And then if we go to preview mode, you can see that it looks just the same as before, except now it's part of a campaign that'll send every week. So if we hit next and just confirm that, now every single week on Tuesday morning, it's going to fetch the upcoming events from our church content on our WordPress site and send it to those who are interested. And all you need to do is add new events under your WordPress site, just like you would to add it to the website, and you're all set. So that's how you use Event Calendar Newsletter to add the events into your email campaigns. Check it out over on eventcalendarnewsletter.com.